On a scale of 1 to 10, how bored are you right now? Contrary to what you might have thought when reading the title below, today's video is actually going to focus on the importance of boredom and why you should accept it and wholeheartedly invite it and welcome it into your life. More particularly, I would like to go over the following points with you, and those are creativity, connection, and negative emotions. Starting with the first one. Now, a bored mind is a creative mind. Don't take it from me, there are actually a lot of studies that back this up. One of the most popular ones being the phone book study. That's right, boredom was actually studied in the lab, okay? In this particular experiment, researchers took two groups of people and made them wait. The first group were just waiting there doing nada, and then the second group were asked to passively read the phone book. I mean, yawn. After some time has passed, both groups were brought into another room where they were asked to come up with as many creative uses they could think of for a plastic cup, or I think there were two. Surprise, surprise, the group that was the most bored, aka the ones that were passively reading the phone book, came up with not only more ways to use the plastic cup, but also more creative and out of the box ways to use the plastic cup. Drink every time Anna says plastic cup. This is going great, Anna. Nice comeback. 10 on 10. See, what boredom does is that it allows our mind to think freely. Not only does it remove our thoughts from the boundaries, if I can say that, of consciousness, but it also allows us to tap into our subconscious feelings, our subconscious desires. It allows us to think creatively because we are not consciously focused on something, on reality. All of this to say, if you find yourself bored because you're at home with nothing to do, instead of looking up countless videos of ways to not be bored or things to do to not get bored, I encourage you to please look out the window, allow yourself to be bored and understimulated and uncomfortable, because you will then come up with creative ways to entertain yourself, to create, which will be so much more beneficial to you and to your mind. That is how you should bank on this feeling of boredom. The second point I would like to touch on is that when we are bored, we are more likely to want to engage with other people. I'm just gonna give you an example. When I used to go on walks, everyone seemed to go their separate ways. Everyone seemed to be in their own bubble. But because of the current situation where we are self-isolating, where we haven't seen a human being in like ages, do you know how many people just stop and talk to you? Obviously from a safe distance, okay? We miss connection. And in today's world, in today's epidemic of loneliness, I see boredom and allowing yourself to be bored, encouraging people to speak to other people. Now, a book that I highly recommend you read given what's happening right now, and this is what inspired me to speak about this point, The Anatomy of Loneliness, How to Find Your Way Back to Connection. Loved it. This is why boredom is extremely important right now, because it will help you see how connected we actually are and how there is no us versus them. There is only one. There's a quote that really resonated with me. I don't remember where I read this, but it goes something like, "A stranger is a person you haven't said hello to yet." And the last point of this video is negative emotions. I mentioned that boredom allows you to tap into your subconscious emotions. What a surprise, I know. Being alone with your thoughts actually makes you, reach deep inside there, and that's what she said. No, my sense of humor hasn't improved, in case you're wondering. Seeing as boredom is a negative emotion, a negative state, when we are alone with our thoughts, we tend to question our lives, we tend to question our past, our future, the uncertainty of our future, questions that were for the longest time suppressed by distractions and by being busy all the time, now kind of bubble up to the surface. This is a unique opportunity for you to actually start from scratch scratch, to actually revisit those suppressed feelings, those things that you try to run away from. I know it's uncomfortable, okay? But take my word for it. Boredom allows you to do some introspection by force. Do not rob yourself of this opportunity because, like I said in a number of videos, you don't need to wait for the new year to set new goals, to restart, reshape your life path, and to really look back, learn from your mistakes, let them go once and for all, and then move forward. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It really helps me out, and subscribe to me if you like what you see because new videos are coming. If there are any topics or subjects you would like me to cover in particular, please leave them in the comments down below and I will definitely do that for you. Bye guys!